hello again. So after that video for the face, now we're gonna do eyebrows. This video is dedicated to just eyebrows because I feel like some people's biggest issues are with their eyebrows and making sure that they are even and exactly where to place them and how thick to make them. So I have like white eyebrows. I don't know, a little bit closer. They're literally white. My hair is naturally this color. I don't dye it. Some people hate me for that. But I always think that, you know, we want to have that, you know, natural look. We don't want it to look blocky. We don't want them to look fake. And almost every day I have people that ask me if my eyebrows are in fact my real eyebrows because they do look so natural. So I'm really hoping that this video can help some people, just explain some guidelines of where to put them and kind of help with some do's and don'ts. The face base was more of there is some do's and don'ts in there, but this one's gonna be the primary, one of the primary do's and don'ts videos. So again, if you want to, you can spray either a setting spray or the Fix-It Plus into your product, but it all depends on the product. So sometimes I'll spray it on my hand and I'll dab my brush in it on my hand and then I'll go in. You use that, it kind of makes the pigments higher. I just sneezed, I'm sorry. Okay, whatever. So I'll normally, you know, make sure that it is hydrated. I don't want my, you know, brow tip to be crusty. Like, that's just gross. I always use a brow, like, pomade, just because I think that it's a lot smoother look. Some people can use pencils the same way, but I just find that I would do this first, and then if I want to do penciling, I will. But after doing this for so many years, I've kind of learned just how to do it quickly. Normally I can do my eyebrows in about 2 minutes, but I'm gonna go a little bit slower just gonna explain some steps to you guys. And again, like always, if you have any questions, any comments, anything you want to know, make sure you leave a comment down below, and I would love to look at them and try and answer as many questions as I can. And if there's a lot, maybe I'll just do a question and answer video and post that. So here we go. So I have right now the Morphe pomade. It came in like a kit that had the pomade, a pencil, a highlight brow bone, a little crayon, and the brush. I always recommend to have, I don't know if you can see it, an angled thin brush and then the spoolie on the end. When you do those, that just makes it a lot cleaner edges so you have more control over where you put the product. You don't want to obviously make your eyebrow have nothing to do with your face. You want your face to shape the eyebrow. And there's a lot of landmarks on your face that you can use that I did years of, you know, modeling and all this stuff that I've had so many makeup trainings that this is every single makeup artist I've seen has always told me this, and I find it fascinating. It's so cool, and it actually is kind of fun. So here we go. So I always dip into the pomade and kind of tap around, and then I will just kind of swoosh the edges off into the top. I know some people absolutely hate that. For me, it just works because I don't want a lot of product. I'd rather, you know, use some product and then go back. Just because my hair is so light, I can't go in really dark immediately. So I always will go in and then kind of light it. And if I need to go darker, I'll get more product. That should be just a general rule of thumb. Some people just immediately go too dark, and that's a big no-no. You want to start light and then work your face up, because if you go really dark with your eyebrows, your spoolie can probably lighten it a little bit, but now you're going to have to use your eyeshadows to compensate or start all over. So here we go. So for eyebrows, my face, okay, if I look straight at I keep looking in different directions. If I look straight, this eyebrow is a little bit lower than this one. My face does have like a little squishy part here. And when I smile, I have like my cheekbones cover like half of my face. But you always want to use your eyes and your nose as your guide points. So this is going to be so weird to do on camera. I'm going to have like my mirror in front of me so that I can see what I'm doing. But you want to take, I'm going to go up here a little bit. You want to take the, we won't use this. I'm just going to go up to the camera. So you want to take the brush or the pencil. A lot of people also, this can also work with pencils as well as pomades. You want to take the straightened part, go to your nose corner. See how it lines up with the corner of your eye? It's actually really cool. On both sides they do that. And you want to go straight up in that line and then just put a little dot. Okay. So that's the beginning. Your eyebrows should not come into here. They shouldn't go here. They should go there, just because it does line up. And then again, same on that side. I might just do one eyebrow and then just do the other eyebrow. So, and then for the next one, for where the arch is, so you're gonna have 3 points, and then you're gonna connect the dots. So for me, after doing this for so many years, I kind of know where my dots are and I just do it. But this is just for like a beginner to not have that weirdness. So you do the corner of your nose, and then it's gonna go straight through your pupil, and then you put a little dot. I'll just put the dot there because it's not working for that corner. So right there is where you want your arch to be. And that's gonna be that diagonal from between your pupil straight to your nose. When you do this straight to your nose, it just also is a lot easier balance-wise to figure where you need to go. I see some people also that will put their eyebrows way out here. Honey, your eyebrows should not be that far. Those are not natural looking, and if you are having natural eyebrows, I suggest plucking or a wax. Don't ever do threading. That is like the most pain I've ever felt in my life, and I've had like, ugh. Okay. So the last one is the end. So you want to make sure that you don't go past this line. So I do the corner of my nose again, and again the eye landmark. And you want it to be where the corner of this eye is. So we're gonna go, let me go straight on. Nope. Can't really see it that well, but I will just put the little dot there. Okay, so see those 3 points? That actually looks a lot more like an eyebrow than you'd think. So you're gonna just kind of connect them, connect the dots, and then once you hit the arch, go down. They do look a lot better if you don't have the dark dots, but again, those will lighten up. You don't want it to be thicker than the brush if possible. I try and stay within the brush like guideline of don't go thicker than the brush. But I do know some people that prefer to have the thicker eyebrow look. For me, I just like them to be like present. I don't want them to be consuming my face. So again, with that arch, you want to kind of have that dot, you know, where that dot is, have the arc, the highest point. This is, I think, something the zenith. I don't remember. I will also just use my spoolie brush just to make sure that all these is all blended. I kind of gotta fix that. And when you do these, the straighter the line, the stronger the look. So yeah, and then I'll also at the end, once I have that look, I will take this brush and put it straight up and down like that. Oh my goodness, my nose is running. Like I don't even run, my nose runs more than I do. And I kind of will just do some lines. I'll flick them up just to have that natural kind of look to them. Okay, so there's one eyebrow part way done. I'm just gonna really quickly copy this other side just to kind of, but see how much that product is? I just barely dip that in and all that product just makes my eyebrow. And it will most likely do my other eyebrow as well. So another big question I get is, again, what shade am I? And always, 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 Ulta products or Ulta consultants and Sephora consultants, I know that sometimes they have a lot of makeup and they can be kind of intimidating, but they are very sweet girls. At the end of the day, they just want to help you feel beautiful in yourself. And I've talked to a lot of the employees actually asking these questions about, how they approach people that don't understand makeup. And if you go into a beauty salon or beauty studio, whatever, and you're not wearing makeup, they aren't going to judge you. And if they are judging you, they're not there the way they should be. They're there to help empower you and make you feel strong. And if they're not doing their job, then that's the issue. So that other eyebrow. Because of the eyebrow that I have that kind of slouches, I always will draw it, like my eyebrow hair starts like here, but I always draw it a little bit higher just because when I do relax, it looks a lot more even than when I don't. So you can either use a clear just to kind of set your eyebrows if you do have colored eyebrows. But for me, having such like white eyebrows, I use a brown mascara. You can also just use a brown or a black mascara for it. I just find that this also will accent the hair itself and help it look natural. So I use this one. I also use the MAC brow. I just am, I'm a broke college student, so I've been using this. So I just kind of, again, pull it out and I kind of wipe off the edges because you don't want to have any harsh lines, as always. So I will just kind of flick this through the hairs on the eyebrow and then kind of go down. I also recommend, there's a electronic, it's kind of like a nose hair trimmer, but I use it on my eyebrows because then I don't have to pay for getting my eyebrows done all the time. And you can just trim up your edges with no pain with that. So you just kind of go exactly where you want your edges to be. Sometimes I'll do my eyebrows the way that I want them to be done, and then around whatever hair is around that I don't want, I'll just kind of kick it off. So if you'd like to, you can also put powder on them, like a translucent powder to set them. But because I did all my face, normally it'll just stay itself. So that's the final look for eyebrows. If you have any questions on those, feel free to leave a comment, but I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.